our ability to stay calm in really challenging moments with our children can be a real game changer. So when we are able to stay grounded, it helps our child feel safe. It helps them feel like we're on their side. It demonstrates to them that even though everything may feel in turmoil and completely beyond their control, we trust that it will all land okay. And since we're not spiraling into complicated thought patterns of our own, it also means that we're unlikely to say or do things that exacerbate the situation. So it isn't easy to stay calm when your child is highly dysregulated. It is entirely understandable that your nervous system will also ramp up, particularly if there is a history in the family of things being broken or of people getting hurt. So be very, very kind to yourself and remind yourself that this is very hard work, but it's really worth investing the time in it. So I'm going to talk us through a few ideas and exercises. And I would suggest trying out all of these in lighter moments so that you get really well practiced in them and so that you have them easily on hand when things are challenging. So the first practice involves bringing some compassion to ourselves. So this is the practice of compassionate touch. So often when things are hard, our self-talk gets really mean. So the problem with that is not only does it feel bad, but it makes us even more reactive. So our first stop has to be to bring some kindness to ourselves and some recognition that we're actually doing the best that we can. So touch is very powerful. When a loved one is upset, we instinctively want to hug them. And this is because we intuitively know that caring touch activates our care system. So as the body releases oxytocin, our breathing slows down, the fight or flight system calms down because it feels like the threat is over. It feels safe again. So when we hug our child, we're calming them down, we're making them feel safe. So we can also do this for ourselves. So instead of that harsh self-talk, we want to be our own best friend. So this can also be a very discreet practice. You can bring it into any difficult situation very discreetly. And so we're going to explore a few options now. So just take a moment to sort of get grounded in the body, maybe just taking a deep breath. And then just inviting you to gently place a hand over your heart and just noticing any sensations from that touch. So you might feel the warmth from your hand on your chest, the pressure. Perhaps you can notice the rising of the chest. Maybe you can even discern the heartbeat. And you can hold your hand still or make little circles, just applying some very gentle pressure. And some other options you can do, it could be just one hand on your cheek. You could cradle your face in your hands. You could just gently stroke one arm or both arms. You could cross your arms, just give a gentle squeeze. Or you can simply cup one hand in the other in your lap, just sort of holding your own hand, again being your own friend. Okay, and now we can make this compassionate touch even more powerful by bringing in a mantra, a phrase, something that really helps us stay grounded in that present moment, that stops our mind spiraling. So it could be something very simple. Just think, this is really hard right now, or you're doing the best you can. Something I used to use was the phrase, this is all going to land. And that would just remind me that it wasn't going to last forever. And at some point, this would come to land in a much better place. Now, I would find that very, very helpful. So just explore what feels helpful to you, kind of thing you would say to yourself. Again, you might think, what would a friend say to me? What would I say to a friend? And perhaps that's what we need to bring into this. And we can, along with self-compassion, bring in the sense of grounding down into the body, using our breath to do this. So the more present and grounded we are, the less likely we are to go into our mind and have those panicky, catastrophic thoughts that are going to make us even more reactive. So we're going to do a really simple breathing and grounding exercise where we're just going to be slowing down our breath, calming the fight or flight reaction, and helping us stay more grounded and less reactive. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes or just lower your gaze. And of course, will be able to do this with your eyes open as well. But for now, let's close our eyes. Um, and I want you to just take a moment to notice your mind right now. And does it feel calm and quiet? Or perhaps there's lots of thoughts coming and going. Might be something about your child, or perhaps something completely unrelated, a memory that got stirred, something you need to do later. Just allowing whatever is there, whether it's calm, whether it's noisy, just allowing it to be there. And noticing now, how does the body feel? Does it feel relaxed and still? Can you feel any tension or agitation? Again, no judgment, no right or wrong, just noticing and just kind of taking the temperature of this moment in time. Now we're going to take a long breath in through the nose, and you can maybe to the count of 3 or 4, whatever feels comfortable. So breathing in, and then as you breathe out, a long, slow breath out, relaxing the jaw, allowing your shoulders to drop. Really feel like you're directing that breath all the way down through your body to the soles of your feet. And what we want to do here really is just rest down into the body. You might even imagine when you're breathing out that you're sort of switching off the mind and coming into the body. So take another breath now. And as you breathe out, I would like you to notice if you can find a place in your body to really just kind of anchor to. So where can you feel that breath the most? Where do you feel most present in your body? It could be the belly, it could be the soles of the feet, it could even be the breath, it could be your hands. Like where does it feel most solid, most grounded? So breathing into that place. And again, practicing this in much lighter moments so that you have it on hand when you really need it. And finally, something I always found very helpful was the visualization. So imagining myself physically holding the space. So by doing this, I would create a little bit of distance between me and what was going on. So rather than being in there drowning in it all, I would imagine myself holding it with my arms kind of around it. There might be another visualization that you find helpful. Also, you may want to imagine yourself just holding your child in this. Okay, so just exploring a little bit, what kind of visualization would be helpful for you? Again, for staying in this space where we feel grounded, where we feel calmer, where we feel confident that this is going to end well, trying to get into that space. And our child will absolutely pick up on that from us. And when things finally do subside and do come to a calmer place, it's really essential that you find time to rebalance. This is um, very hard work. It really can take its toll on your nervous system. So do whatever you need to do to feel balanced again. That may be having a walk, talking with a friend, or just lying in bed, having a good cry, whatever it takes to just for you to get back to a place where you feel more balanced. Now, remember that the more resourced you are, the easier it will be for you to find that place of calm